What's changed for this team since you last played Carolina in your last loss 5 games ago?
I think we've tightened things up defensively, especially off the rush. And then I think the special teams lately have been really good. Since we played Carolina, I think the penalty kill was good, but I think the power play has been struggling and not clicking. But right now, I feel that that's been going the way it should be.
Is that? I mean, was there a timeline in your mind when you got here as to when you'd hope things would turn around for you? Or?
No timeline. No, everything always changes, and you've got a plan on something working, and you're always proven wrong as a coach. You always think if you got something handled and something's going the way it should be, and it'll change immediately. So, but when I came in here, I couldn't say that, we're going to look after this and it'll be good after this time. No, it was just something that we need to address, and I'm sure after next game or next week, we'll be revisiting it.
How do you approach 3 days of solid practice with the team, just in terms of like getting things done that you want to get done, also trying to keep it fresh, not going too long? What are the strategies you sort of use in planning out 3 days like that?
We kind of, as the week went on, our practices got a little more precise, a little shorter, a little more intensity, and we just touched on some things where, a little bit of offensive zone, forecheck, just all our systems, except for we didn't do the special teams. Often that's pretty tough to do during the season. But, I don't know. I think ultimately we wanted to touch on everything and ultimately get our guys a lot of puck touches. And, we did some small area games where guys are feeling the pressure and making passes and plays. And we'll see if we did a good job going into this Carolina game.
At this level, sorry, go ahead.
You've been on a nice little run here with the 4 games. How much do you think this group needed to hit the break with some positive energy, just given the way that this season had gone and the amount of time they'd spent in kind of the negative headspace? To do what you did right before this break had to be big for the group.
Oh, absolutely, it's break. Anytime you win some games, we had just come off 3 games in a row losing, and then going into the Washington game, we win that and win 3 more, and you have this break. It can be tough for the guys where we have some momentum, and you don't want to kill that momentum with a long break. But I think we also did have a bunch of guys that benefit from this break, a little banged up and not necessarily injured, but some time off hopefully will help them.
At this level, guys aren't used to 6 days between games. It doesn't happen a lot. It happens in the AHL and junior. How do you know when they come back? I guess, is there kind of some time where they got to find their legs in that first period, or how have you seen teams react coming back from a break?
I haven't seen it here in the NHL and the American League or in junior. It happens all the time, and I think it's good. The guys are hungry and they want to get out and start playing again. Where it's typically if you play in those back-to-back games, it can be harder to get up for. But I think our guys will be raring to go, and just because they get sick of my drills and they're sick of practicing. They want to play games. That's what they're wired to do. So I think they'll be ready.
Kris, how much did you know about Evan Bouchard before taking this job?
I knew him quite a bit. He scored a lot of goals against us in junior. He was a good player. Played 30 to 35 minutes some games, and obviously somebody we paid close attention to.
What have you seen from him so far that, like, there's that junior player, and then there's obviously becoming an NHL player. Not that he isn't, but rounding out your game to be a good player in the NHL. What have you seen from him?
The offensive instincts have always been there. You can talk about his shot and how he finds the way to getting it through, and obviously the velocity on it. A lot of forwards don't want to get in the shooting lane to block those, and when he does get it through, it's tough for the goalies to pick him up just because of how fast it is going. And the breakouts, he's able to find the forwards, and you can tell the forwards like to be on the ice with him because they know they're going to get the puck. But lately what I've seen is how well he's been skating to check, moving his feet, closing spaces, having good angles, and I think our team has been checking a lot better lately, and he fits into that also.
Is that when he's at his best, kind of defensively? You're talking about the skating to make checks and being decisive?
Everybody's better when they're moving their feet and not standing still and not reacting, and you're being proactive. And right now, there's a fine balance of the intensity level for any hockey player. Some players run too high and they get over aggressive and they make mistakes out of it. And other players are under aggressive and they just look a little sleepy out there. And I think Kevin right now has found a good balance of where he should be at, and we want him to continue that.